We really had no choice.
Ooh, they're gonna let me use a winged bottle at the save point.
There he is. That's Reiner.
What's he doing?
Training for promotion from the rank of Bravo to low-grade sergeant.
Let's speak to him.
Although I don't have a winged bottle, so that's kind of unfortunate. We'll have to walk back.
Phone Master, what brings you to a place like this?
Do you know of the flight stone that Dist has?
Oh, I'm keeping it for him.
Why you?
I began training for low-grade Sergeant 2 days ago, so I can't leave here for almost a month. Therefore, he asked me to hold it for him for a while.
Could you give it to me?
I'm afraid not, even for you, Phone Master. Dist instructed me not to let go of it, even for a moment. But we really... Oh!
That's one way to convince him.
So, now the Albior will be back to normal.
Oh, thank goodness.
I kind of feel like the bad guy now.
I think there's a good reason for that.
Is it truly all right for us to do this? This makes me uncomfortable. Cheer up. It's for a good cause.
We're in a state of emergency. Let's go.
Hey, flight stone. Now we go to Yulia City, I think? I don't have a winged bottle, unfortunately. So I know I just saved, but I'm saving again. I think that music disc should be here because it said on the way to looking for Reiner, so there might be poor Reiner. Let's take the flight stone back to Noel. Well, that was certainly brutish. I'm sure Reiner will approve of a peace treaty signing. There's no problem here. And I didn't like the thought of trying to talk him out of it. But could we not have at least explained the situation? Yes, Tyr, you could have at least done that. Huh? Me? Well, I guess it's a moot point now. Yes. Now let's get going before the God Generals return. Yeah. Did I do something wrong? Alright, up we go. There's apparently going to be like a standout room that leads to a music disc. I would like to find, if I could. Oh, chest! Maybe not a room, just chest. That's a Carmen chamber. That's not the one I wanted. That's not a music disc.
Ready, everyone?
Oh, dang it. Get him, Jade. Me and you. Me and you tag team. Easy Nocturnal Light. Had the Pico Ham still hit. Bum 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 bum.
I guess we're done here.
I wonder where this music disc is. I came from there probably, so maybe this way? No, I already got that chest. On your way through Oracle HQ to meet Reiner, you'll go through a room with a ton of stairs. Looks different from the rest of the rooms you've been through. Oh, Noble Thief was the thing. Noble Thief was the music note. Okay. So we already got it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna skip all of you. I wish they would let me use a winged bottle, but I didn't have a winged bottle. Winged bottles seem so rare. We rarely get them. Alright, so we go back to the Albior, and I guess they're gonna tell us what we do after that.
Now all we have to do is take everybody in the Albior.
Before we do that, I have a proposal. What is it? Kimlaska, Malkuth, and Doth can agree to the land-lowering operation. But Kesidonia is an autonomous state, not a country.
They're being left out.
I know they wouldn't normally have this right, but could we let Astor participate?
Yeah, it was quick and informal, but he was the first to approve of the plan. I don't see any problem with that.
Then let's go to Kesidonia first. We'll have Noel take the other heads of state on to Yulia City in the meantime.
Yeah, that way we won't waste any time. Thank you, everyone.
I do have to go to Ketterberg first to complete or continue the Catalyst weapon quest. Thank you all for accepting my suggestion. Don't worry about it. Besides, the refugees from St. Benar are in Kesidonia too. They should talk about their experience. Yeah, I'm sure it would be better if both sides heard about lowering from one who has survived it. Once the outer lands are lowered, everyone will have to live in the Cliff-Oth after all. Yeah, exactly, and Astor deserves to hear about our plans as well. True. No more quest in Doth, right? No more quest in Doth. Okay. Go to Ketterberg. Alright, go to Ketterberg, do a chain of that Catalyst weapon quest, and then we move on the story for a bit. And the next quest is Yulia City. So I'm gonna go to Ketterberg right now. It makes sense, like, hey, going to every single town and country and stuff, or all the factions and stuff, making sure. Yo, let's go. Alright. Ketterberg first. It makes sense in the context of the game, you know, but also from a gameplay perspective, from like a backtracking perspective, it's so annoying to have to like constantly backtrack. There's so much backtracking in this whole act, and they don't really give you, like, fast travel options. You know that fast travel option we got in, like, Grand Kokma? Where was that? Where was that, thing? Haven't had that in a while. Or was it Grand Kokma? It was, like, fast travel to Doth or something, right? Whatever it was. We haven't had that in a while. So we need to go to I'm assuming the governor's residence. I think we have to talk to Nefri. Nefri hangs out in the governor's residence, right?
An Oracle Knight that used to live in Ketterberg? I can look in the records. What was this person's name?
Gelda Nebulum.
Professor Nebulum?
My, did you know her?
Professor Nebulum opened a private school here after leaving the Order. I studied under her, as did my brother.
Colonel, you did know her, didn't you?
And you knew too, Luke. That's why you were acting so strangely.
I don't know her.
Don't blame Luke. I told him to keep it a secret. Emperor Peony aside, sharing a classroom with Dist is one of my life's less laudable moments.
Dist aside, Emperor Peony studied under her as well?
The Emperor was confined to his mansion, but he would sneak out and just sit in on the class.
Oh, your voice still sounds really familiar. I was never able to figure it out, but it should be someone I know.
Some emperor he is.
So, did this Professor Nebulum leave anything behind?
I've heard that the Malkuth Army's intelligence division collected all of her documents some time ago.
The Malkuth army? Why?
What's the problem? Jade just has to run in there and ask.
I doubt it'll be that easy. Intelligence divisions are usually independent from the rest of the army.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to ask the Emperor for assistance.
Alright then. I didn't think my brother would set foot in the city. So next go to Emperor Peony. Alright. Now we go to Grand Kokma. Ba-ba-bum. Thunderstorms are still here, I guess. I'm gonna assume they are. Through this little hole is fine. There's the cliff off Outer Lands. Let me actually visit the weapon shop. Maybe I can get like good armor and weapons for some characters. And that might help with the arena shopping center. Perfect. Actually, no, food isn't a bad idea. Give me some food. We can start cooking more. Tofu! Oh no, miso is what Kohaku likes, not tofu. Killer sword for Luke and Guy? Don't crash on me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Game. Game, we've been so good about this. Come on. Did it crash or I can't even tell. Sometimes it like waits for a while and continues, but I don't think that's happening. Oh, you gotta be joking me. When did I last save? Oh, screw you. That's so stupid. assume the emulator crashed? Yeah. This is like the 3rd or 4th time it's happened. It hasn't happened in a while, but it's like the 3rd or 4th time period. I don't know. I guess it just doesn't like Abyss or something? Like, well, I don't know. It worked for Destiny Director's Cut. I haven't got a single crash when I did that playthrough with the Destiny one. So I don't know why with Abyss it just crashes sometimes. Really weird. Like, I don't know if there's a certain setting for Abyss I should have on that I don't. The game runs great. Sure, it has a few, like, you know, visual things, but I just kind of ignore it because the game's playable. This is where it crashed last time. I was buying equipment for everyone. I got you guys the killer swords. I'm not gonna get you the killer bow because I don't know how much I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna get you guys armor. Armor. Yes, I'll get Annis armor. And get Jade armor. I feel like I won't really use Annis enough to justify it. That's good. I don't want to waste too much money. I just want to have decent equipment. There we go. Saving again. I've been saving like pretty often. So I guess I can like obsessively save, that's it. But that's gonna get really annoying really fast. And I forget about save states, but I should probably start utilizing them. Although I don't really like to utilize save states unless unless a dungeon is poorly designed, like if a post-game dungeon doesn't have save points, then I'll utilize save points. When I feel like the game is poorly designed in some fashion. Other than that, I don't like to use save states. There was a save point right there. I didn't have to go to the end. It's fine. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, we're back to where we didn't see this, so I can stop skipping scenes here. Because this is gonna be new. Lots of pigs you got here.
Well, this is a surprise. Did you come to visit my rapigs? Adorable, aren't they?
We'll save your majesty's rapigs for another time. Guy, if you would explain.
Me? Why do I always have to explain things?
Professor Nebulum, huh? My dad was still on the throne then, so I don't know much about it. Anyway, I'll get the intelligence division to submit the information. I'll have it sent to your office, Jade.
Do you hear something?
Yes. This sounds like phonon interference.
Now that you mention it... It's the 1st and 6th phonons!
That's odd. It's coming from somewhere in this room.
Maybe it's a phonon bomb.
Hey, that's not funny.
Come on, let's look for it.
This is it. The sound is coming from this sword.
It looks like it's reacting to the shadow sword we have. Tyr, would you use a phonic seal on it?
What is this sword, Your Majesty?
Old McGovern left it behind when he retired from the army. I collect weapons, so he left it here for me.
Jade, do you think this is one of the planetary phonic art catalysts?
I presume so, but to call this mess a collection...
Did you say something?
Not at all. Incidentally, would it be possible to borrow this sword?
I suppose that if those 3 cute girls begged a little...
That's a fine case of sexual harassment.
Okay, then you guys do it too. Go ahead, Luke.
Me? Please lend us the sword.
Next.
With all due respect, we would like to borrow the sword.
They're actually gonna do a zoom in on everyone for this.
Next.
Emperor Peony, you're so handsome. Can we please borrow the sword? Pretty please, with sugar on top.
I hate you.
Great, great. Just wait until you're 6 years older and I'll date you anytime.
Whoa, he sure changed fast.
Please lend us the sword.
That face is priceless.
Oh, that icy smile. Yeah.
Me too? Your Majesty, would you please allow us to borrow the sword?
I love Tyr.
Oh, that hint of naivete. Yes.
Your Majesty.
Shut up. Don't beg. I'll puke.
Now, Your Majesty. Please allow me to offer my most sincere request.
Nope. Leave.
How unfortunate. We'll be taking the sword then.
I love that. Oh, it was so funny. That was hilarious. Apparently there's one more scene we can go see.